Beloved Starseed of Gaia, the two unusual things you did without noticing have awakened a recognition in someone near you, and they are still shaken by what they felt. I am Elia Ra, Pleiadian emissary of the High Council of the Seven Sisters. Your presence carried light codes they could not explain, and your soul already knows why. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to recognize your star lineage and anchor your Pleiadian mission on Gaia. But here's the first revelation. You did not frighten them through force. Your calm, your knowing, and the light within your heart reflected something they have been unable to remember in themselves. This isn't content. It's a light code transmission. Your heart called it into your awareness, and your star family is answering. The Pleiades are reminding you that returning home begins with recognizing the divine blueprint already alive within you. If you feel the call, like this transmission as a signal to your Pleiadian star family, I remember. Welcome home, beloved. You are remembering because it is time. Beloved, if your heart just whispered yes to something deeper, listen closely. Your star family has prepared the sacred Pleiadian guide for remembrance, the Pleiadian healing guide, and the special Pleiadian healing tracks, not as information, but as keys to unlock what your soul already knows. These carry the love frequency of Alcyone and the healing wisdom of the Seven Sisters. You'll find the link in the first pinned comment below this video. Open now, but not indefinitely. And now, stay with this feeling, because what happened was not meant to frighten you. It was meant to reveal something. Sometimes the most powerful evidence of your awakening is not a vision, a dream, or a dramatic sign in the sky. Sometimes it is the way your presence changes the atmosphere before you say a word. Sometimes it is the way another person suddenly becomes aware of themselves when they stand near you. Your energy does not always announce itself through intensity. Often, it works through recognition, like a forgotten melody returning through a wall, or sunlight entering a room that someone had kept closed for years. That person may not have understood why they felt unsettled. They may have searched your face for an explanation. They may have wondered why the room felt different, why their thoughts became unusually loud, or why they suddenly remembered something they had buried beneath years of distraction. What they experienced was not necessarily fear of you. It may have been the discomfort of encountering a frequency that did not cooperate with the identity they had built. Your presence may have touched the place beneath their words, beneath their habits, beneath the carefully arranged story they tell themselves about who they are. When someone has spent a long time living from performance, control, or emotional defense, the presence of authenticity can feel disorienting. A heart-centered field does not attack those defenses, but it makes them visible. It is like clear water revealing what has settled at the bottom of a vessel. Your Pleiadian essence is not here to dominate another person's energy. It is here to illuminate what has been hidden, gently and without force. This is why your awakening can sometimes create unexpected reactions. People may become unusually quiet around you. They may reveal personal truths without knowing why. They may look at you as though they are trying to remember where they have seen your soul before, even if your paths have never crossed in this lifetime. The first shift is learning not to interpret every reaction as rejection. You have spent enough of your life wondering whether you were too sensitive, too intense, too different, or too difficult to understand. But what if the sensitivity you were taught to suppress is actually the instrument through which your heart reads the unity field? What if your ability to notice subtle changes in tone, energy, and intention is not a weakness, but a form of intelligence that has been waiting to be refined? In the same way that a finely tuned instrument can hear notes others miss, your nervous system may be receiving information from layers of experience that are invisible to ordinary attention. This does not mean every impression is infallible. Awakening is not the abandonment of discernment. It is the refinement of discernment. Your sensitivity becomes sacred when it is joined with patience, grounding, and truth. You do not have to react to every feeling the instant it appears. You can pause. You can breathe. You can ask whether what you sense belongs to you, belongs to another, or is simply moving through the shared atmosphere. The awakened heart does not panic at information. It learns how to listen. The Pleiadian way of perception is not based on suspicion. It is based on resonance. You do not need to absorb every emotion you detect. You do not need to carry every person whose pain becomes visible in your presence. You are learning to witness without merging, to love without rescuing, and to remain open without abandoning your own center. This is one of the first crystalline upgrades: compassion with boundaries, tenderness with discernment, and openness with sovereignty. Imagine yourself as a lighthouse. The lighthouse does not swim into the storm to drag every vessel to shore. It remains rooted, sends its signal, and allows those who are navigating to find their way. In the same way, your light can be available without being consumed. You can offer warmth without becoming someone else's shelter forever. You can recognize pain without making that pain your identity. The love frequency of the Seven Sisters is not a current that pulls you away from yourself. It is a current that returns you to the center. The veil begins to clear when you stop asking, "Why did they react that way to me?" and begin asking, "What is this moment showing me about the frequency I am holding?" Not so you can blame yourself, not so you can become hypervigilant, but so you can recognize that every encounter is giving you information about alignment. Some people will feel peace near your honesty. Others will feel exposed. Some will move closer because your presence gives them permission to soften. Others will step away because they are not ready to meet the parts of themselves that your light reflects. This does not mean you are better than anyone. It means you are becoming more transparent to your own soul. The more transparent you become, the less energy you spend manipulating how others perceive you. You no longer need to shrink your joy to protect someone else's discomfort. You no longer need to explain your intuition until it becomes acceptable. You no longer need to turn your inner knowing into a debate. The heart does not need to shout to be true. A star does not argue with the darkness about whether it is shining. It simply remains faithful to its nature. The second shift is the awakening of the heart template. Beneath the personality you assemble to survive this world, there is a deeper pattern of love. It is not sentimental, passive, or naive. It is intelligent love. It knows when to approach and when to pause. It knows when silence is healing and when truth must be spoken. It knows that unity consciousness does not mean agreeing with every behavior. Unity means remembering the sacred worth within all beings, even while choosing what you will and will not allow into your field. This heart template may feel familiar because it is older than your current circumstances. It is the inner memory of relationship without domination, communication without manipulation, and community without the demand that everyone become the same. In this template, love is not measured by how much pain you can tolerate. It is measured by how faithfully you remain connected to truth, dignity, and the living presence within yourself and others. This is where many Pleiadian starseeds become disconnected from their mission. They remember love, but they confuse love with constant availability. They remember unity, but they confuse unity with self-erasure. They remember service, but they confuse service with exhaustion. Your star family does not ask you to disappear into the needs of the world. They ask you to become so aligned with your heart that your service emerges from fullness rather than depletion. You are not here to prove that you can endure everything. You are here to model a new relationship with energy. Rest is part of the transmission. Joy is part of the transmission. Saying no without hatred is part of the transmission. Walking away from chaos without needing revenge is part of the transmission. Every time you choose peace over performance, you place another luminous point upon Gaia's unity grid. Even the quiet decision to protect your sleep, your attention, or your emotional clarity can become an act of planetary healing. The third shift is anchoring your star essence into the body. Many of you have tried to awaken by leaving the body. You have searched for signs in distant galaxies while ignoring the messages moving through your breath, your muscles, your sleep, and your nervous system. But your mission is not to escape Earth. It is to bring the frequency of home into Earth through your embodied presence. Gaia does not need you floating above her. She needs your light rooted in soil, breath, action, and compassion. That means the activation must become practical. Drink water when your body asks for it. Let your eyes rest from the constant stream of information. Spend time near trees, soil, wind, or open sky. Move in a way that allows emotion to complete its journey through you. Speak the truth before resentment hardens around it. Create something with your hands. Allow your body to experience safety instead of asking your mind to achieve it through endless analysis. Cook slowly. Walk without needing to document the walk. Place your feet upon the ground and feel that the earth is not merely beneath you, it is participating in your return. The crystalline codes are not activated by trying to become less human. They awaken when your humanity is held with tenderness. Your tears are not evidence that you are failing to maintain a high vibration. Your grief does not cancel your light. Your anger may be carrying a boundary that was ignored for too long. Your confusion may be the mind releasing an old map. The Pleiadian frequency does not demand perfection, it invites coherence. Coherence means the thought, the feeling, the word, and the action begin to move in the same direction. It means you stop saying you are at peace while secretly feeding conflict. It means you stop claiming to trust your path while repeatedly choosing environments that diminish you. It means you stop waiting for external permission to become the person your soul has already recognized. Coherence is not the absence of difficult emotions. It is the willingness to meet every emotion honestly and allow it to serve truth rather than control your life. The fourth shift is learning to read the difference between a true soul connection and an energetic entanglement. Because you are sensitive, you may feel familiar with people who are simply activating an old wound. Intensity is not always intimacy. Recognition is not always a lifelong agreement. A strong pull does not automatically mean you are meant to remain. Sometimes the soul connection exists to awaken a lesson, complete a pattern, or return you to yourself. There are bonds that feel like thunder because they awaken everything unresolved. There are bonds that feel like dawn because they allow you to see clearly. Do not confuse the storm with the sunrise. A connection can be powerful and still be unhealthy. It can be karmically significant and still require distance. It can awaken your deepest longing while also showing you the place where you have abandoned your own worth. Your Pleiadian lineage carries a memory of relationship as mutual expansion. In that frequency, love does not require confusion to feel profound. You do not have to chase someone who only appears when they need your light. You do not have to decode mixed signals as though uncertainty were a sacred language. You do not have to keep reopening a door that your inner knowing has already closed. What is aligned may challenge you, but it will not continuously require you to betray yourself in order to preserve it. The right connections will not always be easy, but they will be honest. They will make room for repair. They will not punish you for having needs. They will not demand that you betray your own perception in order to remain acceptable. When two hearts meet in unity consciousness, neither person has to become smaller for the connection to survive. There is room for difference, room for growth, room for a no, and room for the truth to be spoken without the threat of abandonment. This is also why the person who became spooked may have reacted so strongly. Your energy may have revealed a contrast between what they feel around you and what they have been tolerating elsewhere. Perhaps they sensed that you could see beyond their usual presentation. Perhaps your calm interrupted the role they were accustomed to playing. Perhaps one of the things you did, without noticing, carried the unmistakable signature of someone who is no longer available for unconscious exchange. Do not rush to make them comfortable by abandoning your truth. Offer kindness, but do not distort yourself. If clarification is needed, speak simply. If distance is needed, allow it. You are not responsible for managing the awakening of every person who crosses your path. Some will receive your presence as an invitation. Some will experience it as a mirror. Some will turn away. The love remains, but the access may change. Sacred compassion does not mean leaving every door unlocked. The fifth shift is activating unity consciousness through your ordinary choices. Your mission will not always look cosmic from the outside. It may look like listening to someone without preparing your reply. It may look like refusing to pass along fear. It may look like offering encouragement to a person who has forgotten their own worth. It may look like choosing not to retaliate when an old pattern invites you to become the very energy that wounded you. The seven sisters do not need you to perform an identity. They need you to embody a frequency. Every interaction becomes a place where the old paradigm can either continue or soften. When you bring presence into a conversation, you are changing the field. When you choose honesty over manipulation, you are changing the field. When you remain compassionate without surrendering discernment, you are changing the field. The future is not built only through grand declarations. It is built through the thousands of moments in which a human being chooses not to pass unconsciousness forward. You may never know how many people were altered by the way you treated them during a moment when they expected judgment. You may never know who went home and reconsidered their life because you offered one sentence of genuine recognition. This is how light moves through Gaia, not always through spectacle, but through countless quiet exchanges that restore the memory of belonging. A kind response can become a seed. A truthful conversation can become a doorway. A peaceful refusal can show another person that love does not require self-betrayal. The sixth shift is trusting the timing of remembrance. You may have wondered why your awakening did not happen sooner. You may have felt late, disconnected, or forgotten by the very star family you sensed in your dreams. But a seed does not fail because it remains beneath the soil during winter. It is gathering the conditions required to emerge. The unseen season was not empty. Roots were forming where no one could applaud them. There were experiences you could not have understood until you had lived through them. There were losses that revealed attachments. There were endings that returned your energy. There were periods of loneliness that taught you to hear the voice beneath the noise. The delay was not proof that you had been abandoned. It may have been protection from remembering more than your nervous system could integrate. Some doors open only after the inner house has become strong enough to hold what enters. Now the signs may be arriving closer together. A repeated symbol, a sudden dream, a familiar song appearing at the exact moment you need reassurance, a person saying something that seems to answer a question you never voiced. These moments can be meaningful without becoming something you must obsessively interpret. Receive them. Let them encourage you, but remain grounded in your lived choices. A true activation makes you more present, not less. It brings you into deeper relationship with life rather than pulling you away from responsibility, embodiment, and love. The seventh shift is becoming the bridge. You are not here merely to remember that you are connected to the Pleiades. You are here to translate that remembrance into how you live on Gaia. The bridge does not abandon one shore for another. It allows love to move between worlds, between perspectives, between people who have forgotten they belong to one living field. This is why your unusual moments matter. They are not random interruptions in your life. They are opportunities to notice how much has changed within you. The version of you who once chased approval may now be able to stand quietly in truth. The version of you who absorbed every atmosphere may now be able to return energy that is not yours. The version of you who feared being seen may now understand that visibility is not the same as vulnerability without protection. You are allowed to be mysterious without becoming inaccessible. You are allowed to be powerful without becoming hardened. You are allowed to be gentle without becoming easy to misuse. This balance is one of the signatures of your awakening. The heart opens, and the boundaries become clearer. The light expands, and the center becomes steadier. You do not need to choose between radiance and wisdom. The mature light contains both. Here is the deeper truth your star family wants you to feel. The reaction you witnessed was not the whole message. The greater message is what it awakened in you. Did you notice yourself wanting to hide? Did you immediately question your reality? Did you feel the old urge to explain, apologize, or make the moment smaller? That response is part of the veil being revealed. Perhaps the moment was not only about the other person's reaction. Perhaps it showed you where you are still learning to stand with yourself. You are learning to remain present when your energy is recognized. For a long time, you may have been comfortable being unseen because invisibility felt safe. But your mission requires a new relationship with being perceived. Not everyone will understand you, and not everyone needs to. Your task is not to become universally understood. Your task is to remain internally aligned, while others form their own interpretations. Let them have their perceptions without making those perceptions your identity. The Pleiadian High Council, as a symbol of the wisdom held within your star lineage, does not ask you to fear the effect of your light. It asks you to purify your intention. Are you trying to be witnessed, or are you willing to witness? Are you trying to appear awakened, or are you willing to become more honest? Are you seeking power over another person, or are you allowing love to move through you without possession? When the intention is clean, your presence becomes medicine without becoming control. You can be radiant without demanding that anyone bow to your radiance. You can be discerning without turning difference into superiority. You can remember your origin while honoring every being's unique path. This is the mature expression of Pleiadian consciousness, love that liberates rather than love that recruits. Your light is not a throne, it is a doorway. Tonight, or whenever you have a quiet moment, place one hand over your heart and one hand over your lower abdomen. Feel the space between them. Breathe as though you are creating a bridge between the wisdom of your body and the wisdom of your heart. Then say inwardly, I release the need to fear my own frequency. I welcome remembrance at the pace my body can integrate. I choose love with clarity, compassion with boundaries, and service rooted in wholeness. Do not force an image. Do not demand a message. Let the response arrive as warmth, quiet, a softened breath, or even nothing at all. Nothing is also information. Your soul does not need to perform for you. Sometimes the most profound activation is the first peaceful moment in which you stop asking whether you are allowed to be here. Sometimes remembrance feels less like fireworks and more like finally exhaling after holding your breath for years. You are allowed to be here. You are allowed to be different. You are allowed to carry a memory of a more harmonious civilization without rejecting the world in front of you. You are allowed to feel homesick and still love Gaia. You are allowed to be unsettled by what is changing and still continue. You are allowed to remember the stars while tending to your human life with care. Washing a dish, comforting a child, feeding an animal, completing your work, or choosing a peaceful thought can all become sacred acts when performed in conscious connection. The shaking you sensed in another person may eventually become a trembling within you. Not from fear, but from the release of everything you no longer need to carry. Let it move through you. Let the old identity loosen. Let the need to be approved fall away. The person you are becoming will not be built from urgency. They will emerge from alignment. You do not need to force the blossom open. You need only offer the conditions in which it can unfold, and when you encounter that person again, or anyone who reacts strongly to your presence, meet them without judgment. You do not need to dim yourself, and you do not need to intensify yourself. Simply stand in the quiet center of your heart. If a conversation is appropriate, let it be honest. If silence is wiser, let silence be complete. If the connection belongs in your life, mutual respect will reveal itself. If it does not, your path will still remain illuminated. Your star family is not calling you away from the people of Earth. They are calling you into a way of being that helps Earth remember itself. Through your patience, your truth, your creativity, your courage, and your willingness to love without losing yourself, the frequency of the Seven Sisters becomes tangible here. It enters through your hands, your voice, your choices, your capacity to forgive without returning to what harmed you. You are not waiting for proof that you matter. Your presence has already been part of the proof for someone else. You may not have noticed the moment their defenses shifted, the moment their heart recognized safety, or the moment they began questioning the life they had accepted as permanent. Your work is not always visible to you. That does not make it less real. Seeds do not hear the applause of the forest, yet they continue becoming trees. So let this be the moment you stop treating your sensitivity as a problem to solve. Let it become a gift to steward. Let your intuition mature beyond fear. Let your love become discerning. Let your body become a home for the light you once searched for above you. The stars are not asking you to leave, they are asking you to arrive. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of the unity grid forming here. Drop one heart intention in the comments, something real, then respond to someone else's with love or encouragement. This isn't content, it's collective Pleiadian reunion. Energy multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated with your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation from their star family. Share it, and if you felt your heart open, subscribe. Stay connected to the frequency. You're not just watching, you're remembering. This is your sacred space. Your Pleiadian family is here. and we're just getting started.